Whose idea was this? Oh, damn it. Today we're doing nothing. First step is admitting it, so I have a problem. All right, WTF Motorsports, a day in the life, a day in the shop, episode 4. Starting something new today with a car that means a lot to me. I've had it now 25 years, and it was my first car, so not many people can say that 25 years later. It has been parked for a bunch of years. It does run, needs some love, but it's been maintained over the years. Today we're gonna put a roll cage in it. It had a roll cage in it for a bunch of years. We got it repowder coated now, going some new seats, going through a whole refresh, trying to make it ready for driving again. But we'll start from the beginning, and here goes nothing. All right, so you'll see everything's already drilled for the roll cage. We're gonna make this for new again as well, but this is all drilled. Roll cage goes back to the shock towers, everything bolts together. We're gonna get that in here today. It was ugly and black and falling apart. I've had it 20 years, so it's probably much older than that, who knows. But we're gonna put that in, it's all powder coated fresh. Sitting in this spot is also a special spot from when I was 17. So right there, tightening down my seat belts. No longer have those, we just have harnesses in this car. But yeah, 17, and we were building this car on my dad's driveway. So it started all from this car up until what you see in the shop every day today. And piles more 2002s and in classic cars. So first piece going in, they protected everything when they powder coated it. They do have to go from through the trunk here. And they bolt in like so. This plate does it fit. Better, it came out. Back. There's more grunting than talking in this episode. Whose idea was this? It's a lot easier to put in when I was 17. Yep. All right, so now we got a one piece cage. Luckily, it's already been installed, so we know it fits. Well, if it doesn't, we have a bigger problem, but we know it fits. So I'm going to start on the bottom, and then we'll pull it back. We'll just start these loose, pull it back to the shock towers, and then bolt it all down, and then I can still get in here and clean, redo the back area and everything, so. A lot of the cages we see, people just bolt them through the floor, which is just sheet metal, nothing strong. You're supposed to put a plate on the outside, so God forbid you do wreck it, it's not just gonna punch through the floor on a non-rusty car. This one has a little bit. Anyway, see the plate there on the inside, which is part of the cage, and this on the outside, sandwiches against the floor, so hopefully it's actually a rigid member of the car and doesn't become an issue if we ever have to use it. I didn't put it through.
What'd you do? You put
So you remember that plate we just talked about? Yeah, that I only put one bolt through it. You're supposed to put all 4 of them through it, so out we go. It's my best angle. Not really. Oh, damn it. So now we have the same thing here and there, which I gotta get all those wires out of the way. Yeah, it's way up here in the top where you can see from there, but you gotta jack the car because the car's so low, so hopefully you should start to see a bolt. Did it come through a hole? Beautiful. What? Any noises? Nope. Rigid test. Done. Now we start cleaning all this mess. 17 versus 41. This is a little different now. If you know me, you've known this has been 6-cylinder swap for 20 years now. Of course I got bored with that, put a big turbo on it. Then it parked, life happened, started getting another career, sitting into stuff, life happened. And here we are, we're getting everything sorted again. It's been tuned, it was running smooth. Now we're just going through everything. Yeah, 2002 started with 100 horsepower in a basic 2002, which is what this was. Then there's a fuel injected version, which is 140 horsepower called the 2002 TII. And then there is the 2002 turbo, which is 170, never brought to America, Basically a TII motor with a little bit of boost on it, which is what's sitting next to this in the white one. So we'll show that later. I wanted a AMC Gremlin when I was 15, and my dad said, absolutely not, you're not getting a Gremlin. And I was like, but I want a Gremlin. He said, no. They were ugly when they were new, they were stupid when they were new. Next, I wanted a 62 to 64 Cracker Box Chevy Nova. Cool, can't find one. So you can get one, but you can't find one, so that's out too. Why don't you look up a BMW 2002? Let's start there. Why don't you look up BMW? And I said, I don't care for it that much, that's fine. Why don't you look up an orange one? I remember in the 70s, I used to ride in one when my dad was an air traffic controller. I used to ride in a black one in Miami. But look up an orange one. I remember being cool. So I look them up and stuff like this came up and I said, oh man, they are cool. So here we are 25 years later and I have an orange 2002. I've owned a couple other orange 2002s. I've got a gray black wagon, white turbo, silver automatic, had a green one, had a red one, had a blue one. You could say I like 2002s. So earlier, somebody asked me, why do you like these 2002s so much? And I said, you just got to drive them. If you get one, if in a 100 horsepower, 3-speed automatic one, like the silver one that I have, at 50 miles an hour with your Bob Marley or 70s music playing, you're cruising down the highway. That's all you want to do is 50. You don't need to go fast. You don't need to do this. You don't do that. Anyway, that one's one special one. Of course, I wanted a 6-cylinder. So that, with an ignition, with a electronic computer, this thing just fires up and runs like a brand new car. So I loved them. I modified it a little bit, but I still kept like factory dash and factory everything. I wanted it to still feel like a 2002. Factory 2002 suspension, differential. Everybody modifies those, but I wanted it to feel 2002. So there's why I love 2002s. They're just a big go-kart. I did it all through high school. I did it all through college. Got parked shortly after I got an E30 to drive every day. So I was an E30 and a 2002 for a few years. And now we're just keeping it as a fun car. So keep this one, keep the turbo. Keep the others. I have too many. I have a problem. First step is admitting it, so I have a problem. But yes, 2002s, they are a cult car. Hope everybody else enjoys watching this because this will grow into something more. I do need to get this back on the road and start enjoying it. It's been far too long. This is my passion. This is where we go from here.
What do you need to get done?
So I do want to eventually get it all repainted. It is two-tone right now. So I painted the engine bay when the engine came out last. After 20 years, I realized, wow, we painted the wrong orange. This is a little lighter. So we are going to repaint the whole car when it's all done. But running perfect first. Interior, I have new seats to put in it, which we'll show those later. Different steering wheel. Just sorting it, go through it again. I did it 25 years ago, I did it 20 years ago. Now it's sat for back burner. Got most of it going, but you can see carbon hood, we pointed those out earlier. So carbon hood, carbon trunk, working on carbon doors. Go as light as I can with 400 horsepower and have some fun. So yeah, there's a lot to do. It is a lot of old technology now at this point. It was new then, now it's old again. So I'll probably update everything again just to make it all smoother, more modern, and still feel like a 2002. That's my main thing. I don't want it to feel like a modern car. I want it to feel like a 2002, but start, run, make good power like a modern, easy to drive, fun to drive car. So I paid $1,200 for this car in high school. I worked all summer when I was 14 and 15. Bought this, took it home in primer, which we have pictures of. Who has a picture of them changing the seats in their first car and then X amount of years later still has it and can still look at that same car and recreate the whole thing? So while we love the vintage cars, it's tough to run a shop on just vintage cars. So do I prefer to work on these all day? Yes. Can I make my mortgage? Probably not. So there is going to be a lot on this. I don't even have a list in front of me. If you ask me what's next, I don't know. I'm going to get it running smooth. Let's start with that. I'm going to start cleaning on it. Let's see with that. And we'll see what pops up because there is going to be a lot coming up on this car. Eventually paint it and make it look minty fresh again by these guys. If you just want to hint that blue color in there, you'll see that they paint a pretty car. So very glossy. That's a big project too, which you will see soon enough. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll plan for some cool stuff for episode 5. Maybe that one running, maybe this one running, maybe something new on it, maybe all 3 of them, who knows. We're sure going to try. We want you to ride along with us in a 2002 project. It's a winner of a brand, it's a winner of a model. There's so many ways to do a cool 2002 that I can line them up. It's probably why I have 5 of them, but they each are different. You guys don't want to watch that. It gets very boring, I promise. But thank you again for watching. Until next time.